Good day, ma'am. We're Group 3 from Set B, and we're going to tackle about physical injury. And may I call on BJ to start the presentation?
Physical injuries both about by physical violence. The effect of the application of physical violence in on a person is a production of the wound. A wound is the solution of the natural continuity of any tissues of living body. It is a disruption of the atomic integrity of the tissue of the body. In several occasions, the word physical injury is used interchangeably with wound. Dito naman po is ang physical injury is isa sa mga violenteng gawa ng tao o laban sa isang tao. At ito ay pwedeng gamitin sa kanya at maging ebidensya para sa korte. Vital reaction. It the sum of the total of all reaction of issues or organ to trauma. The following are the common reaction of the living tissue to trauma. First is rubor, redness or congestion of the area due to an increase of the blood supply as a part of the reparative mechanism. Ito naman po yung pamumula ng, ng ating parte ng katawan. Yung color naman is sensation of a heat or increase in temperature. Ito naman siya yung pagka napapansin mo umiinit na yung balat. Halimbawa, pagka kinuskus mo ng kinuskus ng matagal yung ano mo, yung balat mo, mapapansin mo umiinit siya, yung po yung nagkukos siya ng sensation heat. Yung dollar is a pain on account of the involvement of the sensory nerve. Ito naman yung mararamdaman mo siya sa loob ng katawan mo na hindi man siya visible sa mata pero nararamdaman natin siya through physically. Loss of function. On account of the trauma, the tissue may not be able to function normally. Ito naman yung halimbawa sa aksidente is ang katawan mo ay still shock pa rin siya sa nangyari kaya nag hindi agad siya nagpo-function or hindi agad ah circulate yung ano yung mga katawan mo yun. Sino dito naman sa classification of wounds.
Wala ba?
Okay, ganyan mo na.
Ako na lang.
Hmm.
Sa classification of wounds, meron tayong mortal wound, tsaka ah, mortal wound at tsaka non-mortal wound. Mortal wound, which is caused immediately after infliction or short thereafter that is capable of causing death. Uh, Parts of the body where the wounds inflicted are considered mortal. Heart and the blood vessels, brain and upper portion of the spinal cord, lung, stomach, liver, spleen, and intestine. So, uh, sa madaling salita, yung mortal wound, ito yung ano, no? Ito yung mga deadly wound na maaari nating matamo or maaari nating maramdaman. Maaari mangyari sa atin. Ito yung nakakamatay. And yung non-mortal wound, uh, which is not capable of producing the after infliction shortly thereafter. Non-mortal wound, ito yung mga kumbaga, hindi ito nakakamatay. Ito yung mga injury lang na, for example, mga gasgas, minor injury, paso, ganyan. Okay, then next.
As the kind of the instrument used, a wound but a blunt instrument, contusion, hematoma, lacerated wound. Wound brought by sharp instrument, sharp edge instrument, as is wood, sharp pointed instrument, puncture wood, sharp edge and sharp pointed instrument, stop wood. Wood brought about by tearing force, lacerated wound brought about by chance asthmatic pressure bartoma. Dito naman sa sharp edge instrument, ito naman yung mga hiwa kung tawagin. hiwa siya. Tapos yung sa ano naman, sharp-pointed instrument, puncture wound. Ito naman yung ano, yung sa buto na hindi siya visible ng mata ng tao. Sa loob siya ng katawan. Tapos yung stab wound naman, ito naman yung saksak sa loob, sa katawan din. Pero hindi siya yung mga malaki ang sugat. Like yung sa pagkatinaga ka, yung pahiwa ng pagganon. Like point lang siya na sugat. Yan. Sino dito sa ano? As a matter of the inflection.
Meron ba? Ako na lang pag wala.
Hmm.
Ako na?
Okay, kunin mo na.
Okay, so as to the manner of infliction, first is hit by means of bolo, blunt instrument, or axe. So hit, ito yung, for example, yung ano, no? Yung, alam niyo ba yung bolo, guys? Yung bolo, yung
Oh.
ganun. For example, ano, tinagaka, ayun yung ano, hit. Then yung thrust or stab, or thrust or stab, ito naman yung ito yung mga sharp pointed na maaaring gamitin pang saksak sa'yo, no? Yung pag sinaksak ka ng pag ganon, ayun yung tinatawag natin thrust or stab. Maaaring gamitin dito yung mga ano, for example, yung mga ice pick, knife, mga ganon. Yung mga sharp pointed na. Tapos next is gunpowder explosion, projectile or shrapnel wound. Ito yung pagsabog ng ano, no, ng gunpowder sa ano mo. And sliding or rubbing or abrasion. And next is yung as regards to the depth of the wound naman. Meron tayong dalawa, superficial and deep. Superficial is when the wound involves only the layer of the skin. Only the layer of the skin means yung apektado lang sa'yo is yung skin mo lang. Hindi kasama yung ano, yung mga ah, hindi kasama yung mga inner structure ng body mo. For example, nadapa ka, nagasgasan ka, ganun. Ayun yung tinatawag nating uh, superficial wound. And next is yung deep, when the wound involves the inner structure beyond the layer of the skin. And ito yun na yung kasama yung mga ano natin, no? Yung mga, for example, yung mga intestine natin, lungs, ganun. Kapag ka, kunwari, sinaksak ka, tinamaan yung lungs mo, or kapag ka merong pagkasama yung inner structure, yung ano, ayun yung tinatawag natin na deep wound. And next naman,
Dito naman sa ano, meron ba dito sa penetrating? Wala.
wala ata. Ikaw
Sige,
na ba?
penetrating, ito yung ano, one of the which of the wounding agent enters the body but did not come out in the merged pursing of a solid organ or tissue of the body. Ito naman yung pag sinaksak ka is hindi siya tumago sa kabilang parte ng katawan mo. Like, nandun lang siya sa loob, tulad na itong na nakatayo na lalaki. Hindi siya tumago sa kabilang side. Tapos ito naman yung perforating. When the wounding agent produces communication between the inner and the outer portion of the hollow organs, it may also it mean piercing or traversing completely a particular part of the body, causing communication between the points of entry and exit of the instrument or substance producing. Ito naman yung ano, kabaliktaran naman I mean ito naman yung katulad lang ng penetrating kaso ang pinagkaiba nila is yung pagsaksak sa isang tao is tumago siya sa kabilang parte ng katawan niya. Like, kunyari ganito, talagang ganun, nakaganyan, tumagos siya. Yun. Yun yung ano, pero frightening. Next, Jean. Sa'yo, Jean.
Next slide mo na. Yung ano, cook injury. Rinig ba ako?
Ah, ito yung sa'yo, di ba?
Ah.
Ah.
So as regards to the relation of the site of the applications of force and the location of injury. So ito yung mga location of injury natin, no, kung saan yung mga kung saan may masakit, ganyan, kung saan yung mga damage. For example, meron tayong croup injury. It is the physical injury which is located at the site of the application of force. For example, kunwari ako, for example, nasaksakan ako sa balikat, tapos Yung saksak sa akin sa balikat, kung saan ako tinamaan is dun lang masakit. Yung sa part lang na yun. Ayan. Then yung next is contact injury, which is physical injury found opposite the side of the application force. Excuse. Ito naman yung kabaliktad naman to ng ano, hoop injury. For example, di ba dito kasi sinaksak ka sa balikat. Yung yung mararamdaman mo naman na ano na sakit is nasa kabila. For example, sinaksak ka dito. Mararamdaman mo yung pain, yung injury mo sa back, sa exit point, ganun. Or and next naman yung contra hoop injury. So parang pinagsama lang yung dalawa, yung hoop injury tsaka yung contribute injury. Physical injury located at the site and also opposite of the site of application force. So yun nga, kapag sinaksak ka dito, and kung saan tumama yung saksak, tsaka hanggang dun sa likod, parehas mo mararamdaman yung pain na ano na nadulot sa nung ano nung pagsaksak. So yun. And next ano tayo? Next slide. As regards to the relation of the site of the application of force, ayun pa din pala. Locus minoris resistensya. So, ano ba ulit yun? Locus minoris resistensya, ito yung ano, physical injury located not at the site nor the opposite the site of the application of force but in some areas offering the least resistance to the force applied. So, for example, sinuntok ka sa ulo, sa batok, ganyan. Then, yung pain na mararamdaman mo or yung mawawalan ka ng ano, ng resistance. For example, sinuntok ka dito, pero hindi ka sa batok magkakaroon ng epekto. Kunwari, yung effect ng pagsuntok sa mata, mabubulod ka, ganyan, malalabo yung mata mo. Ayun, ganun yung locus minoris resistensya. Or loss of resistance. And next is yung extensive injury. So physical injury involving a greater area of the body beyond the site of the application of force. For example, for example, nasagasaan ka ng kotse. So, tinamaan ka sa tagiliran, ganyan. So, yung pag ano sa'yo, magkakos sa'yo ng trauma is, for example, dislocate yung buto mo, may internal bleeding ka, ganun. Ayun yung extensive injury. And next. So, special type of wounds. The first is defense wound. Wound which is the result of a person's instinctive reaction of self-protection. Injury suffered by a person to avoid self-potential injury contemplated by the aggressor. So, for the word itself, defense wound. So, ito yung ano, no? For example, dinepensa mo yung sarili mo, may ano sa'yo, may sasaksak sa'yo, sinalag mo, ganyan. So, ayun yung tinatawag natin na defense wound. And next is yung pattern wound. Wound in the nature and shape of an object or instrument and which infers to the object or instrument causing it. Pattern wound, ano nga ba itong pattern wound? Itong pattern wound, guys, dito natin malalaman yung, for example, di ba, syempre magkakaiba naman yung ano, yung stab wound, yung inside wound, ayun, guys. Yun yung malalaman kung anong wound yung nangyari. So next is self-inflicted wound. From the word itself, self-inflicted, which is ikaw mismo, ginawa mo mismo sa sarili mo yun. For example, sinuntok mo yung pader, naglaslas ka, ganyan, sinasabunutan mo yung sarili mo, ayun yung tinatawag nating self-inflicted wound. And next slide.
Type of wounds medical classification. Open wound, there is a breach of continuity of skin mucous membrane. Type of Here are the types of open wounds. Number one is abrasion, which is yung gasgas na mababaw na sugat dahil sa pagkaskas sa magaspang na bagay. Then, next one is yung incise wound, which is hiwang sugat na malinis na hiwa galing sa matalim na bagay gaya ng kutsilyo or blade. The next one is thumb wound, which is saksak. Ito yung malalim at makitid na sugat mula sa pagtusok or pagsaksak. Then, puncture wound, ito yung tarak na sugat which is galing sa matulis na bagay gaya ng pako or karayom. Then, last one is yung lacerated wound which is yung punit na sugat na hindi pantay or punit-punit ang gilid ng sugat, madalas galing sa mapurol or matigas na bagay, dun natin siya nakukuha.
May magre-report ba dito? O wala?
AVG.
Wala ba? Ako na lang.
O, sige, ikaw na, Jim.
Ay, paano ba to pronounce?
Picheya. Pitikeya.
PTK.
PTK.
Fetiche. So this is
Yeah.
a circumscribed extravasation of blood in the subcutaneous tissue or underneath the mucous membrane. So ito yung mga tiny spots sa mga ano natin, no? Sa mga ilalim ng skin, yung mga tiny red. Ayan. So yung constitution naman, constitutional effusion of blood into the tissues underneath the skin on account of the rupture blood vessel as a result of the application of blunt force or violence. So, ito yung mga ano, no, for example, na sabi yung katawan mo, nasiko yung ano mo, ito yung parang pasa. So, yung parang pamumuo ng dugo dun sa ano. Okay. And next. Next report set.
Next.
Hematoma is a collection of blood outside the blood vessels, usually caused by an injury or trauma.
Naka-off mic ka, Rico.
Naka-mic ka, pre.
Ito na, okay na, pre.
Oo.
Hematoma is a collection of blood outside the blood vessels, usually caused by an injury that damage a blood vessel. It often appears as a swollen, bruised by area and may be painful. Hematomas can form under the skin, within muscles, or around any internal organ. When reporting a hematoma, it is important to include the cause, location, size, and symptoms like pain or swelling, as well as any treatment given, such as cold compress, rest, or any medical intervention. Monitoring is important to prevent complications like infection. Next.
Sa DIP naman po is meron po tayong internal hemorrhage. Internal hemorrhage is blood loss from the blood vessel that accumulates inside the body and typically invisible from the outside. So, pag sinabi pong internal hemorrhage is panloob na pagdurugo. So, for example po is yung ano po, madalas or palaging nauntog or nahampas yung ulo mo. So, hindi po natin nakikita sa panlabas yung epekto po nun, pero po, meron po yun sa loob. Then, next is cerebral concussion, also known as mild traumatic brain injury. It is a head injury that temporarily affect brain function. For example po is, sa aksidente po, ayun, malalang pagkaalog ng utak. So, naapektuhan nito yung brain functioning natin. Next.
Musculoskeletal. Sprain, partial or complete disruption in the continuity of muscular or ligamentous support of a joint. It is usually caused by a blow, kick, or torsion force. Itong sprain naman, for example, ankle sprain. Kapag ano po, naglalakad ka or ano ba? Kapag naglalakad ka tapos natapilok o mali pag-apak, maaaring mabanat o mapunit ang mga ligament sa paligid ng mga bukong-bukong. Dislocation sa tuhod naman is ito naman sa dislocation ay ang buto ng tuhod, lumihis ito sa tamang pwesto, kadalasang paliko sa gilid, ito ay nagdudulot ng matinding sakit at pamamaga. Dito naman sa fracture, sinasabi dito na isang kondisyon kung saan nababasag, napuputol o nagkaroon ng bitak ang buto nang dahil sa matinding puwersa, trauma o sobrang pagkakapagod ng buto. Yung strain naman po, halimbawa, strain sa likod ng hita ay tinatawag na hamstring strain. Ito ay nangyari na kapag na-puwersa o na-overstretch ang kalamnan habang tumatakbo o sumisipa. Yung subluxation naman po ay ito naman ay yung sa talampakan natin kung saan pagkalinsad na kasukasuan ng mga buto sa ilalim ng paa, lalo na sa mga maliliit na joints na bumubuo sa arko ng paa natin. Next.
Thermal injuries or death. Thermal injuries are those caused by an appreciable deviation from normal temperature capable of producing cellular or tissue changes in the body. Thermal death is one of the primary cause by thermal injuries. So sabi dito, they result from the transfer of heat energy of the body na pinagmumula ng nagiging sanhi or pagkasira ng ating tissues at maaaring magmula sa iba't ibang pinagmulan tulad ng apoy, sunog o pagkadikit sa may init na bagay. While the overall incidence of burn injuries has decreased in some regions due to the public health initiative of improvement critical cares, they remain a major public health concern, particularly in low and middle income countries.
Death or injury from cold. Frostbite. It is a condition of exposure to cold temperature or certain parts of the body which produce mechanical disruption of cell structure. It leads to swelling, thrombosis, and gangrene of the affected tissues. Ito ay nangyayari kapag ang katawan o bahagi nito ay masyadong nabababad sa sobrang lamig. Dahil dito, nagkokosto ng nasisira yung mga selula ng balat, then nagiging sanhi ito ng pamamaga, pamumuo ng dugo at pagkamatay ng tissue o laman sa apektadong bahagi. Makikita natin sa mga larawan na ang iba't ibang antas ng frostbite. May nangingitim na balat na senyales na patay na ang tissue. Then the next one is trench foot. A condition usually seems among those walking over the snow where the foot is exposed to freezing temperature. Ito ay madalas nangyayari sa mga taong nabababad ang paa sa malamig na tubig or sa snow dahil sa matagal na pagkababad sa malamig at basang paligid, namamaga at namamanhid at nasisira ang mga balat at laman sa paa. That's all po. Thank you.
So that's all for our all reporting. Thank you, guys.
JB, take a screenshot nitong mag-report.